In the last video we went over how you can create a C program that prints hello world to the screen, but we didn't explain it, and I probably feel quite guilty if I didn't explain anything to you. So in this video I'm going to explain to you what the printf function does. So basically the printf function, what it does is it allows you to print text to the screen. Obviously, we know that. But what actually is it when we type this printf function? Well, so obviously this is inside the main function, so this is going to get run. This statement is going to run when we open the program. And we could try it if you want. Let's have a look at, in fact, I will make this a little bigger. So let's actually run our Hello World program. I probably should have done that in the last video, but so if we type gcc and then main.c, you can see it compiles, and then /a.out. And as you can see, we have Hello World printed to screen. But how does this work? So basically, printf is a function just like main, and you can call or run the code inside of functions by writing the function name. So for example, my function, and then putting a pair of brackets or parentheses afterwards. Now this will run this function, and if say for example my function, I don't know, my function prints out I like pizza to the screen, well that's fine, but what if we wanted this to print out something else? Well, we could either just hard code it in the function itself and change it to I like carrots, I don't know. So anything like that, you could change it to that. But what if we wanted in the code to specify this? Well, we could write, for example, carrots in here, and that would call my function, and we're passing data to it, which is called carrots. Now, we don't need to know too much about that, but we essentially so let's get rid of that, but essentially what you're doing when you're calling the printf function is what you're doing when you type this code is you're calling the printf function, and you're giving it the arguments, or you're giving it parameters or data, and that data says hello world, so that the printf function knows to print hello world to the screen and not hello rabbit or something. I don't know, my examples aren't very good today. But so the problem is with this is, if I was to, in fact, I need to save this. I don't actually need to run it again, but so if I was to do this, you see it's not very nice, like it doesn't look very good, and the reason it doesn't look very good is because we haven't got a new line at the end of this. You see, it goes straight on to, it just says hello world and then straight on to my computer's name, which is an inside joke. You really don't need to know about that. Anyway, so basically, what we can do with this is there is a way we can fix this. Now, some programming languages, for example Java, will have something like print line instead of print, and that will create a new, and print line, for example, will put a new line at the end of this. But as you can see, if I was to run this, it doesn't exactly like this code, because println doesn't exist, we just have printf. So instead we need to create what's called a new line character, or an escape character. So basically, what an escape character is it allows you to put in code to inside of a string, inside of some text, that you wouldn't normally be able to. So I can't do that. I mean, I can do that, sort of. Well, no, I can't do that. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it doesn't really work like that. Whereas, you can't create a new line like that. Whereas, the way you do it, because obviously if you press your enter key, which you'd normally do to make a new line, it's just going to go onto a new code line. It's not going to actually put a new line in the code. So instead, what we need to do is we need to use a backslash or a backward slash, and then we need to use the N, the letter N. Now, /n, well, slash is an escape character, so basically what that means is /n will print a new line. That's sort of all you need to know. But so if I was to put /n there as well, and then I was to run this, oops, can't properly type today. As you can see, I've got a few new lines in here, and although I don't need this one, it was just for show, but basically that is how you can print new lines. There are other escape characters, but we'll get onto those later.